This hadith is reading from the book Fazail Amal. The part is Virtues of Quran by Hazrat Maulana Shaykh al-Hadith Zakaria Rahmatullah alayhi Kandhalvi. Hazrat Uqba bin Amir radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam came to us while we were sitting on the sofa and asked if any one of us would like to go to the market of Buthan or Aqiq and fetch from there 2 she-camels of the finest breed without committing any sin or serving a tie of kinship. We replied that every one of us would love to do so. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam then said that going to be a masjid and reciting or teaching 2 ayat of Quran is more precious than 2 she-camels. 3 ayat are most precious than 3 she-camels. Similarly, reciting or teaching 4 ayat is better than 4 she-camels and an equal number of camels. Sufa is the name of particular raised platform in the mosque of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina. It used to occupied by poor Muslim muhajirin, plural of muhajir immigrants from Mecca to Medina, who are known as Ashab Sufa, men of Sufa. The number of these men varied from time to time. Allama Sayyuti Rahmatullah alayhi had listed 101 names and also written an independent booklet about their names. Buthan and Aqiq were the 2 marketplaces for camels near Medina. The camel, more particularly a she-camel having a fat hump, was a favorite of the Arabs. The expression without sin is significant. A thing can be acquired without labor, either by extortion, through illegal inheritance, by forcefully taking over the property of some relative, or by theft. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam thus ruled out all such acquisitions. Acquiring a thing without any sin is certainly preferred by all, but much more valuable is the learning of a few ayat. It is clear fact that, let alone 1 or 2 camel, even if one acquires the kingdom of all the 7 continents, one will be forced to leave it. If not today, surely tomorrow at the time of death. But the reward of 1 ayat will be everlasting. We see even in this life that a man feels happier when he is given only 1 rupee without the condition of returning it, rather than if he is giving 1,000 rupees for keeping in his safe custody for a while only. In the latter case, he is merely hungered with a thirst without getting any benefit out of it. In fact, this hadith implies an admonition not to compare something temporary with something eternal. Whether in action or at rest, a man should consider if his efforts are being wasted on acquiring the temporary gains of this world or are directed toward achieving the everlasting ones. Woe be to the waste of effort for which we earn eternal misery. The last phrase of this hadith, superior to an equal number of camels, contains 3 meanings. First, up to the number 4. The reward has been mentioned in detail. Beyond this, it is briefly mentioned that the more ayat a person acquires, the greater will be their superiority over the number of camels. In this case, the word camels at the end refers to the number implied in the more than 4, because up to the number 4, the reward has been mentioned in detail. The second meaning is that the number mentioned are same as referred to the earlier. The significance being that inclination are always different. Some are found of she-camels, others prefer to he-camels. Therefore, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has used this expression to signify that every ayat is superior to she-camel, and if one prefer a he-camel, an ayat is also superior to a he-camel. The third meaning is that numbers mentioned are the same as referred to before and not more than 4. According to second meaning, the explanation that an ayat is superior to the she-camel or he-camel does not hold good, but it implies a collection. 1 ayat is superior to he-camel and a she-camel considered together, and likewise every ayat is superior to combination of an equal number of camels or the she-camels. Thus, a single ayat has been compared to a pair of couple of camels. My late father, may Allah bless him with divine light, has preferred the latter interpretation because it points to superior virtue. This, however, does not mean that reward of an ayat can be equal to a camel or two camels. All this is for inducement and illustration. It has been clearly written before that an ayat whose reward is permanent and enduring is superior and preferable even to kingdom over the seven continent, which is bound to disintegrate. Mullah Ali Kari had written an account of a pious sheikh who went to Mecca for Hajj on ninth day of Dhul Hijjah, the 12th month of the Islamic calendar. When he landed at Jeddah, some of his friends in the business requested him to prolong his stay in Jeddah so that they could earn more profit for their merchandise by virtue of his blessed person. In fact, they wanted that some of the servants of the sheikh be benefited by the profit of their business. At first, the sheikh expressed his inability to prolong his stay, but when they insisted, the sheikh asked them as to the maximum profit that they would earn for their goods. They explained that the profit was not the same in all cases, but the maximum that they could expect was 100%. The sheikh said, "You have taken all this trouble for such an insignificant gain. I cannot miss the salat in the respected haram, the most scared mosque where the reward of salat gets multiplied 100,000 times. In fact, we Muslims should consider how for petty worldly gains we sometimes sacrifice great spiritual benefits."